This is an audio description of the artwork Odisseo, Ulysses. The artwork consists of two side-by-side panels. Each panel is 50 centimeters by 70 centimeters. The left panel is a collage, coloured paper cut-out pieces, depicting a stylized composition inspired by Greek mythology. In the foreground, a siren is shown seated on a rock playing a lyre. The siren has pale skin, long black hair, and a red, wing-like form extending from her back, along with a blue mermaid's tail. She holds a brown lyre in her hands, symbolizing the captivating music of the sirens. Below the figure, jagged white shapes represent foaming waves against a vibrant red background, with bold diagonal lines, suggesting a dramatic seascape. In the background, the silhouette of Odysseus is visible, tied to the mast of his ship. His figure leans against the post, emphasizing his struggle to resist the siren's enchanting song. The artwork features sharp lines where the pieces of paper have been cut in flat colors and in a minimalistic style to highlight the tension and mythological narrative. The right panel presents the same composition as the left panel, but rendered entirely in white paper cut-out pieces. The figures, including the siren, lyre, Odysseus, and the waves, are all raised against the flat background. This tactile representation enables exploration of the shapes and forms, emphasizing the mythological story through texture rather than color. Note from the artist. I have always had the desire to draw, and I became an artist, but at some stage in my life I could not see well enough to do it, because I am blind due to retinitis pigmentosa. Initially I felt I could not draw and paint any more, but I missed my pencils, the tempera, my hands dirty with all the colours. I missed them too much. Thus I tried to find a different way to draw, and I found myself sitting in my dining room with the scissors in my hand and surrounded by cardboard. I cut them, and with my hands I feel the shapes. I place them together, overlap them. I smooth the edges. I feel the textures and thicknesses. I create images that I visualize in my head. It is a new, different way of drawing. I am happy, and I can feel that artistic expression has no limits. As an artist with disability, I was thrilled to create a bespoke work for the dancing project, a project that showcases the artistic work created by persons with disabilities has the potential to innovate art itself. I hope that my work can actually contribute in some way to shine a light and raise awareness on the rights of people with disabilities to participate in culture. I spoke with Delia about her project and about her goals, and her emphasis on inclusion and diversity sparked ideas. I also thought of her research project as a travel towards advancing knowledge. Thus, as subject for this artwork for dancing, I choose Ulysses, the hero of Homer's poems. Homer, author of the Odyssey, was, according to the legend, blind as I am. Ulysses is a mythical character that wants to acquire new knowledge. The work is characterized by two identical panels created with the collage technique, which differ only in relation to their coloring. The two drawings are exactly the same, the only difference lies in the colors. One panel uses colored cardboard, the second panel is completely white, and only through a close look or through touch it is possible to observe the correspondence between the two. With these two works, I would like people to reflect on diversity and on the fact that sometimes things apparently different are in fact the same. This technique also aims to allow everyone to experience arts in different ways, as well as to experience art in the same way people with visual impairments or people who are blind do. I believe that comparing the two panels encourages reflection on how we perceive the world through different senses. The theme of the panel depicts Ulysses tied by his companions to the mainmast of his ship in order to hear the song of the sirens without being deceived by them, and thus continue on the long journey back to Ithaca. This part of the poem, more than others, demonstrates Ulysses' inexhaustible thirst for knowledge. Tiziano, Pantano, artist. Note from the principal investigator. I was delighted that Tiziano accepted to create a bespoke work for my ERC dancing project. The theme of Ulysses and the search for new knowledge bring out the essence of an ERC project, which is about advancing the state of the art and frontier research. I also feel that this Ulysses speaks of my personal research journey, from my PhD research on culture in EU law to my work on the rights of persons with disabilities. Further, the collage techniques and the two identical yet different panels speak to the ethos and goals of the dancing project. I look forward for people to experiment with this artwork through different senses at the final dancing conference. Delia Ferri, Principal Investigator of Dancing.